Welcome to
Melanin and
Cocktails.
We're like a good cocktail. The opinions may be strong, sweet, or salty.
So stay tuned.
did I do it? I did it.
You did it. Hello and welcome to Melanin and Cocktails. I'm Charlotte and I'm here with Amanda.
Hello.
Oh, and I'm drinking a big cup of something. What'd you say? I'm drinking a big old cup of something.
Mmm.
Ooh, I'll let people guess what it is. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I am drinking a chocolate decadencia from Wilson Creek.
Ooh, nice. That's sweet.
It's a dessert wine.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it taste like chocolate?
It does. It has a chocolate taste to it. It's very good.
Yeah. Nice.
Christina, what are you drinking?
I'm Christina. Hello. I'm drinking a strawberry margarita with a salted rim. I often like sugar, but I've gotten into salt. I heard that every 7 years your taste buds change, and I feel like mine's are allowing salt to be okay.
That would explain a lot.
Oh, hi, you're welcome. Wealth of knowledge here. Irena, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a cranberry mimosa.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's just cranberry juice and champagne.
Champagne. Don't make it not sound pretty. We all gave you an awe. Ooh and an awe.
Yeah. I just mix random stuff, whatever's there.
That sounds good though.
Best bartender.
Tamora.
I am drinking champagne with a bit of fruit.
Oh, okay. Is that strawberries?
Yes, strawberries with one raspberry at the bottom. I'm sorry, a blackberry at the bottom. For Black
History Month.
That's nice. So I guess conversationally, let's talk about ourselves.
This podcast, we're going to introduce ourselves to you listeners and you viewers. Hi. Because, most of you don't already know us, or like some of you do, but like one day this is going to be seen by people who didn't already know us. So hi, I'm Christina. And everyone already said their name. I am in my very early 30s.
Very early? Okay.
Very early. Super, like almost not even a 3 in there. I am married to 2 biological kids and 1 bonus baby. Bonus baby's 20, son is 16, daughter's 12. Don't do the math. Maybe I was on 16 and pregnant. Anyways.
You just got cut.
Exactly. I was too lit. Like they wasn't ready for all this. I know the ladies all in different, well, no, Tamara's the only person that I met because of another friend. Irena, I met organically at a gathering, and then I forced her to stay in this relationship. She's welcome. Charlotte, I met at another gathering. And then Amanda, we met through the Lord. And then
You're the Lord, yeah.
It was supposed to happen, and our babies were both little around the same time. I don't want to cry.
I know.
Anyways, and I loved her because like her little babies look like just like her, and I was like, why does mine not look like me? And then Tamara, I met through Miss Amanda, so it still was meant to happen, obviously, but everyone else was very organic.
And talk about how we all came together as friends.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story. How I forced you guys in group text and stuff.
Yeah, that we basically you slid into all of our DMs and formed a group chat.
You did.
I do.
I
love group text.
we soon realized we were the only ones out of the like 15 women who would actually comment and send memes.
Mhm.
It started off as a big group and it dwindled down to just the rest of us, the 5 of us.
And from those DM conversations came the podcast that you all are listening to now.
And watching. Thank you.
And as the glue.
So yeah, I am one who loves to start a group text because you know what? People don't always have time to send their thoughts individually, as well as there's so much fun in like how we all we have different opinions and different feelings of things. So it's nice to see everyone not feed off of each other, but just seeing the different views often. So
Right.
that's why I started it with like a probably 15 people deep Instagram direct message group. And then next, we're the survivors.
It's like, how many people can you send this meme to?
And one of those people, my sister, she was like, why did I get removed? I said, because you don't say anything. I'm like, you just now noticing that you got removed, okay?
2 years ago.
Like last month.
We created another one.
Yeah, there was no
with the
removing.
active people. It wasn't removed.
No, I thought we removed because I don't have that same one. Where's it?
Laughed
We
and
deleted that
The
entire
laugh one?
It's still there. Christina put stuff on
I
it
said
the other
something
day.
this week. And Tamara responded, and Tamara's friend that she invited.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't even know where that is then. It's
You
lost.
better
in
scroll through.
big-
That's because you got like 14 different Instagrams.
I have a lot of different group chats, but I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
you have
what
that,
happened.
and you have genuinely different profiles too nowadays. So
Yeah, I have the Melanin and Cocktails, then the passport coming up, and then my personal one. Yeah.
I have a job. I'm just gonna say that, like, I don't, unless you're trying to cash at me or Venmo me some money, you don't need to know where I work. And that's about it. So Amanda, you want to share a little bit of your origin story with us?
Sure. I won't tell too much though, but
a mystery.
I'm Amanda. I have 2 teenagers. I'm still young though. Okay. I'm still young. I have 2 teenage daughters. I live in Southern California. I'm from Southern California. I am in the healthcare field. And I met Christina, like she said, through the Lord. That's Christina. Arena, I actually met at was it rum tasting or wine tasting? I think it was rum.
Yeah,
It was
it was a beer, and then there was a rum tasting.
Beer, some rum.
It was a beer and then a spirits, because the first place had both, and then the second place was just rums.
Yeah, we went liquor tasting in San
Nala
Diego.
had spirits.
Right.
You remember us. We remember you.
Oh yeah, I think I put them on our IG. Charlotte, were you there?
No, I was not invited.
Oh Lord, here we go. Where did I meet Charlotte? I could have sworn I met.
The first time you and
That's how I
I
met Taya, actually.
was at Christina's bridal shower.
Taya.
Oh, really? Look at her. Like
She was at the wine tasting, and I first met Charlotte at your bridal shower.
But we had communicated in that,
I forced you guys into the game.
Okay, you're right. Because I remember when you were wrapping me in my bridal dress and
Did I
a little mishap.
Did I get you up?
No, I won't say what happened. But yeah. So that's the first time I met Charlotte. The first time I met Tamora was through my ex-husband.
Oh.
We came over to their house because I had never. What's funny is when her and Andrew got married, I didn't go to the wedding because I didn't know Tamora at the time. But afterwards, a group of friends got together after their wedding and we all went out.
Oh, so
Like
you
same
were
night
dating
of the
him
wedding?
at the time. I didn't know you were dating him at the time.
I wasn't dating him. That's when I first met him too, after your wedding.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we didn't talk for another year, me and Brandon, my ex-husband. And then, but that's not important. So I met
Let's not make this about him.
Exactly. So me and my ex-husband, we ended up getting married. Thanks a lot, Andrew. And then we went.
He's to blame for it all.
So then we went to Tamora's house for dinner, and I think I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, I believe. Yeah.
I had just had my second, so yeah, because it's
You guys go
my
like this.
daughter, your daughter, my son, your daughter,
Right.
and I just had my son. So yeah, you were pregnant with your youngest. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. So I've known everybody pretty much a long time except for Charlotte.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Calm it down, Charlotte. You're still loved.
I know. We just didn't know each other. We know each other now. And then I went over to Charlotte's house for the Super Bowl. We had a lot of fun. So that was cool. So Tamora, Charlotte.
You want next?
Irena, tell us
Who
about
got next?
yourself.
I'm Irena. I am in my late 30s. I am not married and I am happily child-free. I work in
Living her best life, dang it.
I work in state government for way too long.
You got a good job.
What else?
Benefits.
Huh?
You got benefits.
Oh, yes, that's about the only good thing.
Right.
But how I met everyone. I met Christina first at a cocktail party, and like she said, she forced me to become her friend. And then after, I met Charlotte.
We've met years ago.
Yeah, but it was at like a dinner party, wasn't it?
Probably. I can't really pinpoint my first
It wasn't when you met Zach?
Because I remember you guys, we was out at a restaurant, a sushi place. I sat next to you, Charlotte. That's the first time I really remember you. And when I left, you and Zach were like walking to the car together.
We were dating. That's right.
You met before that though. Or at least you saw her before that.
But that's the memory I have.
Yeah. Irena's somebody I feel like I've just always like known about, or like, we were.
Oh, I don't do anything.
No, but I mean, we had mutual like friends, and
yeah.
I think that's how I've just always known about you. But we really didn't connect until probably after I got married, actually.
Yeah, because I was by the time you had Parker, I was at your baby shower, but I wasn't part of your wedding at all.
No, and now it's like, it's kind of interesting, like how, the friends you make after marriage or before, I don't know, it's kind of, right? It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait,
So it was more to see if you had elaborated.
Charlotte's wedding, or you didn't?
I did.
No, I mean, just, it's kind of interesting that like I married and I made single female friends in a way. You know what I mean? 'Cause, like Christina, you weren't married.
No.
Irena, our friend, for listeners, Taya, who's not married.
Shout out to Taya, we love you. Hey, Lexi.
Yeah, so it's kind of Amanda. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting how you think that once you get married, you only start, which that does happen.
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of people do. They stick to just their married friends.
Yeah, but I actually made really good friends that were single, single women.
No, Irena, I was saying you did go to Charlotte's wedding or you didn't? You met her? No, I didn't know her like that then. I didn't. But by the time she had her son, I was at the baby shower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were there.
And then, like Amanda said, I met her when Christina had like a group go to Ballast Point and the other place. And then I met Tamora in the group chat on Instagram.
Oh yeah, Malahat.
Yes, Malahat Spirits.
Yes, and
I have a T-shirt. I remember I bought a T-shirt from there.
I have really good rum. It was a spice rum.
Yeah,
so
delicious.
good.
Yeah.
Tamora, you want to share your life?
Okay, so
Just an FYI, she's a trophy wife. Continue.
Anyways, I am 44. I'm married for 20 years. I have 2 children, both teenagers, 17 and 15, a boy and a girl.
My goodness.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have been pretty much since I got pregnant. I first knew Amanda through our husbands, her ex-husband and my only husband.
Her current husband knows him.
We met through our husbands, and then like a few years later, just not even very long, a couple years, maybe. We had friends at the house, and Amanda brought Christina, and that's where I first met Christina. And her baby girl was a teeny tiny baby, and everyone was passing her around, so stinking cute. Christina
This is before we knew what we know now.
Aw.
so cute. And Christina is the same bubbly person that I met. She came in and is like, I guess I know her already because she came in comfortable, like, hey, yeah. So
Always.
It's Black people. How y'all doing?
Try to fill you out. And she was just like, hey, okay, this is okay. What are we doing? We drinking? What you got? So she's always been fun and bubbly from jump. Then, coming back to what, maybe 2-3 years now, maybe 2-3 years. That's when I've met Charlotte and Arena through Instagram and like a group. I don't even know who started that original group chat. If it was Christina.
Christina
started the original group chat. And then I would quietly DM Amanda, like, okay, are these, how do you know these other two girls? Are they cool? Can I send this meme, or is somebody gonna be offended? Are they prudes? Are they cool? She's like, yeah, I know them. I don't know them super well, but I know them enough where I think they'll be cool. And so I'm like, okay. And then one day, about 1.5 years ago now, I decided I'm just gonna have everyone come to the house of this group right here. And that was my first time meeting Arena in person. And she arrived first. Mm-hmm. Charlotte arrived second. And I'm like, and my husband's asking, how do you know these girls?
first.
Instagram is how I know them.
What'd you say, Charlotte?
Where were you
I arrived first.
Yeah, I was like, that don't even sound like Irena. You lying.
First.
Did you come shop first, Charlotte?
Yes. And I walked into your house and I was like, oh, is this great? Are you rich? Because I am looking for rich friends.
I'm like, no, sorry. I hope you keep me anyways.
I was like,
Christina, like, how come you didn't come?
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, that was the pool time.
yes.
Yeah, we got in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, it was a commissions issue.
Oh, you still could have came. It's fine.
I know, but
Amanda came and she had commissions issues, and she had a good time.
Yeah. And I wake up every morning wishing that I had gone. Okay.
Okay.
And I spent the night.
Yes, and Charlotte
in the morning
the night,
ended up on the ring.
and she left in the morning. Like, what is it called when you leave early?
Walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
I had her on my. She left before anyone woke up because she had her walk of shame out, and I sent her the Ring app video, and it was funny.
Really flattering picture of me. Really flattering. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was it.
That's great.
No, Charlotte.
So I'm Charlotte, and I am 3010, and
For those mathematicians out there.
or you could say 20. Okay,
You're
20,
not
20,
the mathematician.
2020. I'm like that meme. So I am married to my wonderful husband, Zachary, and we have a 6-year-old little boy named Parker who keeps us very busy.
Who's in love with Arena?
Yeah.
He loves
Who's in love with the
Buddy.
ring? Let everyone know that.
He loves
Forever.
all of you, ladies. He really does. He loves all of you.
He tolerates us. He's trying to be rude to us.
Oh, I don't
He
think
loves
so.
Arena.
He wants. Well, the love he has for Arena is just it's deep, but he's like,
Super deep.
yeah, it is, But he does love all of you ladies. He wants to send you care packages.
Yes.
He actually told me earlier today that you guys are nice people.
Oh,
He has
Yeah.
agape for us, but for Arena,
Oh yes, for Arena.
I forget what you do.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much my life. I am gainfully employed. That it is what it is. My hobbies are scrolling through TikTok for hours at a time.
Okay, wait. Let me tell our listeners this. Charlotte usually goes to bed. She would always be, look, we're texting at 9 o'clock. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to bed. Or we're like, Charlotte, you didn't respond to the text. Oh, I went to bed at 9 o'clock. Now that Charlotte's on TikTok, we get TikToks from her at 11:15 at night.
Oh.
I'm like, who is this woman?
I put Parker to sleep early, and then I kissed Zach goodnight, and he stayed in the living room, and he said he could hear me laughing in the bedroom. I know that like the hack, because I guess the controversy with shout out to TikTok, but I guess the controversy of TikTok of how like the Chinese government is, monitoring us through TikTok. I know that they're just sitting in a room somewhere like, oh.
This Charlotte chick.
Like, how many TikToks is she gonna see of people?
No,
following?
Charlotte has gotten job offers from the Chinese government because they're like, she's on as much as we are.
Chinese government, hit your girl up. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
How long you been married, Charlotte?
Since 2012.
Got a
So this
question
year-
mark, or are you sure? She's like,
2012. So this year it'll be 9 years.
Yay. Only because I know that when we had the husbands on, Zach came late. And so me and Tamara said our numbers, but I've been meaning for 7 years to ask you because, the viewers have been asking. So.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they were really.
They like
How long have they been married? I'm sure they were dying.
I have a quick question for everybody. How much sleep are you getting?
You serious?
Yeah, that's my question for you.
If
I usually fall asleep. It depends. If I work my midnight shift, I usually don't fall asleep till like 3 a.m.
Ah.
Oh my.
And then I'll have to be back at work by 8 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I don't get a lot of sleep.
No, thank you.
And it's hard for me to nap during the
That's
day.
about that.
My mind is always going. So I don't sleep, to be honest.
I
That's
think
probably
I've
why
told you that
back-
before.
Hmm?
I've told you that before, but I said it in a more positive way, that it was more superwomanish, not just
Nah,
underprivileged.
you just can't sleep and need melatonin or a good marijuana drag. I don't know, but
Oh,
I just aged myself. I said a drag.
Are we
edit.
That out.
the time for the edit?
Oh,
What's the
boy.
timestamp?
It's a joke. You don't have to edit it out. I do not smoke marijuana. I do not promote
Partake.
it. Yeah.
Where's your water?
Raina, how much sleep are you getting?
Depends on the day. Like last night, I didn't sleep very well because I was dumb enough to drink a Diet Dr. Pepper late at night.
Ooh.
And so I didn't fall asleep until like 1:45, and I had to wake up around 7. But usually I wake up, I try to sleep a minimum of 7 hours. That's probably my average.
That's good. Charlotte, since you're not chewing.
8 out. I get about 8 hours of sleep. I am a person who, like, if I have less than that, then, the day is ruined. I can't function. What's happening? So yeah, I try to get about 8 hours.
What time does Parker usually go to sleep?
About 8.
8 o'clock. Oh, that's
8 is his bedtime where he has to put away all of his devices and everything. And then we'll usually read to him. So, well, to be honest, like probably when he falls asleep about 8:30.
So heads in beds by 8, but actual sleep probably by 8:30.
8:30. And then typically before pre-TikTok, I would fall asleep about 9. Oh, there he is.
There he goes. Mommy.
Speak of the devil.
He said we need to kiss goodnight, ma'am.
Right.
Tamara,
I heard
how
you
much
talking
sleep are you
about
getting?
me.
If I get my ZQL, I forgot it last night and I slept horribly.
If you get your what?
If I take the ZQL, they help you fall asleep. It's a little bit heavier than melatonin.
She
So,
said I needed something stronger.
I do. I really do. Because if not, I wake up like at 3 o'clock and then I'm up until 5:30 and it sucks. So if I take my ZQL, I usually get in bed, or I like to try to be asleep now by 11, and then I'll wake up around 8. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that's 9 hours. But I don't always go to bed right at 11.
When you're a trophy wife, these are the benefits. You can get some sleep. You can get some
my
sleep and
babies
keep
are
your
big.
figure.
I don't need to wake them up for school and get them out the house because they're self-sufficient and they just roll over and log on. Well, my daughter does. My son, he wakes up still like he's got a job. He'll get in the shower, go have his breakfast, and then he's like, okay, I'm ready for the day.
Nice.
Right, like, oh, screen off.
They better be happy I'm here.
Exactly. You're welcome.
That's my oldest. She used to get up, do her makeup, do her hair. Now she just be like, whatever. She put on like a little head wrap.
How will they know?
Wash her face, brush her teeth, and then she turn her camera off. I'm like, aren't you supposed to have your camera on? She's like, I don't care. I don't want it on.
No, write
I'm
me
like,
a note. Email a teacher saying why I had to have it off.
Right. They just call her name. She say here.
Sometimes the teachers have their cameras off, and it's like, okay.
Stop it.
Yeah. So I think it just kind of, sometimes if they're saying, okay, everybody, we need your cameras on for this, and then they tell them ahead of time. But sometimes I go in there, it's just a few students that have their cameras on. Some have them off. Teachers, sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. I'm like, I know Miss Bailey probably sitting there like, I ain't putting makeup on, so y'all can hear me. I made up Miss Bailey. There's no one will be offended.
Okay. I get probably 6 hours most nights. I need more. My body and I know this, but I don't get it. I don't do it. I don't go to sleep when I need to go to sleep. That's my problem.
You have a hard time
Ryan.
falling asleep or?
No. Well, I will say, Ryan, there's a thing, and I wish I had actually Googled it because I knew I was going to ask you guys this question. I wanted to elaborate about my life. And I think it's called like revenge sleep or something like that. So you're like just so happy to have the house quiet. You're so happy to try and like have some moments to yourself, like you're done with work or whatever. So you stay up longer, but it actually ends up hurting you. Or I don't know. It's something. There's a whole word. We'll put it in the comment and in the details later. But I know that I've been doing that for ages now, though, realistically, because being a single mother when I was one, like finally I can take this helmet off and just kind of breathe, and then now though Ryan is one who likes to stay up, and I'm getting more sensitive to life. Like I used to be able to just like I could sleep through an earthquake. Born and raised in California, so I was here back when only if I think that was in the 80s, which like I wasn't even born then. But anyways, that was the Northridge earthquake. Like I remember my mom had to wake me up to like come and stand in the doorway. I don't know if they still promote that anymore, but anyways, that's what we did at the time.
Don't do that, people.
Say it again.
I said, don't do that. Don't stand in the
You're
doorway.
supposed to stand in the doorway under a comforter. And
No.
hold on.
So she said a comforter.
Don't do that.
Things are just gonna roll.
Roll off the
No,
comfort.
but like if something went flying or dirt and debris, you're kind of like,
Don't get in the doorway.
why?
Because that actually is going to fall on you.
It's probably the framing of the house. It's not secure.
No. So what you should do, the best thing to do, trust me, I've watched documentaries about it. I've talked to actual building officials about it. Knowledge is power.
Okay.
Get under a table or a desk and cover your head.
There are no tables or desks upstairs.
You better get one.
She said
Tiny table
earthquake
there.
proof your house.
We'll have to fight for it.
Just put your head under that.
Okay.
But yeah, they actually showed in another country where a whole school caved in after an earthquake and the desks were actually still intact.
Wow.
So,
All right. Good to know.
yeah.
Well, you know what? The kids got desks for school, so they're good. I'll just make Andrew go downstairs to the office and I'll just
Andrew run down the stairs during the earthquake.
You'll be fine.
The best thing to do, and who knew that this would be into earthquake, survival skills. But the best thing to do also is that when an earthquake happens, if you can't get in a desk, just stay seated or in your bed and try to cover your head, because people get injuries because they feel the need to run or to move.
Yeah.
Relocate.
And they'll sprain their ankles and all that kind of stuff, or step on glass. So
See, that's a new segment, life skills with Charlotte.
I love, that's another thing about me. I love survival programs. Like, I love the show Alone. Shout out to people who watch Alone on
Haven't
A&E.
heard of that. But you got me watching I Survived. I watched a few episodes of that one day.
Yeah, I survived. I had to stop watching that because
that was traumatizing. But it also keeps you alert. So, but yeah, I used to be able to sleep really hard. I'm not like that anymore. And it really bothers my nerves because now, like, he'll be in bed and have his even the light from his phone. I'm like,
do you and Ryan try to go to bed at the same time together?
yes and no.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I'll just kind of stay awake till I know he's about to get into bed, kind of thing. But then there are some nights where I'm like, I don't need him. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
But still, like, things, once like it hits 4 a.m, like any loud sounds can kind of wake me up.
Oh, I thought you meant 4 a.m. That's when you go to bed.
No. But I'm just saying, like, I used to be able to just kind of like stay gone. I can pass out. Like, even though I feel like my brain's on and I have all the browsers and tabs open and there's the music in the background, my brain does know, like, no, finally she's laying down. Shut it down. Go into sleep mode. But it is on just sleep mode, and then so if it hears a sound, then the monitor.
See, I've always been like that. I've always been a light sleeper. And I think especially it comes from being a single mother. So you always are on the alert, especially at night. You're always on alert, watching out for your babies. So, I mean, every little sound, I was up. I refused to, like, I wouldn't even take medicine. If I was sick, I would not take medicine because I didn't want to sleep too hard. And I'm like that now. And they're teenagers. And I'm just like, I cannot sleep hard when they're here. What'd you say, Christina?
No, I can say that my sleeping hard and dramatic did tamper off once Drew was in the world. Because also, like, we were, co-sleeping, so you can't kick your newborn off the bed. They frown upon that. So, but like, I remember, like, I'd like sleep with my grandma back in the day as a child, and like she'd be like, "You kicked me," and then like, "Hey, I slept good." But once I became a mom, I did start to get lighter in regards to my sleeping.
It's like when the kids are little, because you have to be like to hear that little bit of mommy. You're like, oh, what is it? First of all, you're getting up nursing, you're changing diapers. The baby just wants to hang out at 3:30 in the morning. So you're like up. But once they're to the point where they're more self-sufficient, and that's 7 to 8. At that point, I was like just dead. And so if my son was little and he wet the bed or something, he'll come in the room. Andrew will be the one to get up, and I would be none the wiser. And he's like, you don't hear anything. You sleep through everything. I'm like, babe, the first 5-6 years of their lives, I was, on. So when they were finally, on their own, they were on their own. So I'm like, tag, you're it. So I can sleep through everything.
And then Christina, I thought of something. It's like I more laid down for 7 hours, but I actually don't get 7 hours of sleep because I wake up at least once and usually twice during the night. So actually it's probably around 6, 5.5.
And
wake up just to go tinkle, or wake up and you're just up?
Usually it's to go to the restroom, but sometimes I'll just wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because of a sound, maybe, or just like your brain?
No, it's no sound.
Your brain was just like, "Hey, Irena, remember?"
Right. Usually it is to go to the restroom, but sometimes I will just wake up, and so I have to take something like ZQuil. I don't take ZQuil, but I've taken
the melatonin
and Tylenol PM. It's not Tylenol PM. It's like the Simply Sleep, where they separate the sleep part of it.
Okay.
I've taken that. I've taken valerian root, which is a slightly stronger herb.
What is that?
Valerian root.
Valerian?
Uh-huh.
What is that?
It's another herbal sleep thing. Well, although melatonin is not really herbal, but valerian is an herbal sleep aid. It's supposed to be stronger than melatonin.
Okay.
That kind of wore off. I took it, first off, it smells horrible. And then I took it for a while and it worked, and then it stopped working. And then I was prescribed something briefly, but that didn't last long because it made me weird. And then the
Made weird.
or feel weird. Like that's the only medication I've ever taken where I actually got the side effects that it listed. I've never gotten side effects from anything, but I actually got the side effects from that.
What were you doing? What were your?
Okay, I was spaced out. I was loopy, but I was like also like paranoid / angry.
Like a meth head.
Homicidal.
No, well, I wasn't homicidal, but it would make me like oddly like not. Yeah, just like low key angry, but it was more like the paranoid thing that got me, because it's like I watched some movie and I remember I lived somewhere else, and it's like I had my brother sleep on my couch for like 2 nights.
Oh no.
Because that movie disturbed me that much, and that never happens to me.
Oh my goodness.
Like I was like, I gotta stop taking this.
Okay. Now, do you usually read all the side effects thingies before, or did you kind of read it after you started to feel like something was weird?
No, I read them before, but I've never actually experienced side effects. I mean, up to that time, I had never experienced side effects with anything I had taken. That was the first time. And so, yeah, I was over it after that. And then I
medications and drugs and all that.
You can edit this out if people will be offended, but like one thing I do take now is CBD. I take CBD. It does not have THC in it.
Right.
It's not marijuana.
I know a few people that take that.
Yeah, I love the stuff. It helps with a lot of things, and it does help sleep.
I've heard that. Yeah. Does it help calm you?
Yes, but it's like the dosing is weird, because it's like you kind of just have to figure out what works for you. Because if I take too much, it'll make me sleepy or just real kind of like lethargic.
Right.
But I had to find like the sweet spot, which was like between 10 and 20 milligrams for just if I want to, you know, feel less anxious or whatever. It's strange. Yeah.
In what form do you take it?
I have gummies.
She was just like, oh, I smoke it.
I have gummies. I have soft
there's
gels.
liquid form. There's gummies.
I know there's different ones, but I'm just like,
I have gummies. I have soft gels, and I have the liquid tincture. Oh, and I have a tea.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you bought like the deluxe package.
Exactly. So this is stuff I bought from different places. And it's like, yeah. It was on sale, so I have a stockpile.
See, I'm too impressionable, so that's why also I don't really love to read, so I can't read the possible side effects things, because I'm gonna be like, my left ear does feel high.
But start reading stuff and it's gonna make you paranoid, and you're gonna start thinking that's what's going on with you.
You'll start being hypochondriac, like, I do feel like I can't breathe.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
Like, you just blew up all these balloons. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I was like, oh, I forgot. Here, Parker, here's the balloon. So yeah, sleep, we should all aim to be doing better at that. I do need to just like be more independent. And I heard like starting the routine, or you get ready for night routine earlier is the smart thing to do. But like I said, sometimes I like, oh wait, maybe it's rebel sleep. Anyways, but I like rebel, and I'm just like, people are asleep.
No, it's what you said the first time. What did you say?
Revenge?
Revenge. It's revenge sleep.
Okay. And so I just get like happy that like the house is quiet, or no one needs me right now. And so
but you guys don't find like sleeping with a partner makes it better? Like it helps you sleep better?
At times. Like I said, though, for me, I am a lighter sleeper nowadays. So like if he moves, I catch it. Or like I'm awake and I'm like, stay still. Or then I roll over and I'm kind of awake and I'm like, okay, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. So for me right now, I think I just really need a lot of prayer. I have a lot of anxiety and stuff happening, I think. And so even though I can shut down, I can't stay down regardless right now. And so, I mean, like like having a partner helps going
and it'll help you stay asleep. I said, if you try the Z-Quil, it'll help you stay asleep. Oh. That's my biggest thing. I can fall asleep just like that, but it's the staying asleep. Because if I wake up to go tinkle really fast and come back, then my brain will be like, remember that time in the 3rd grade you said that really stupid? And it's like, now that's all I see as if it happened yesterday, like, so you have to purposely don't think about anything. Don't think about anything. Because then I'll just be
I'm
up
telling
thinking
myself,
stuff.
Yeah.
sleep, squinting my eyes, even though I still turn the light on or whatever to try and go to bed.
Yeah.
No lights, definitely.
No, well, it's just too much.
Anyway,
It's a struggle.
and that's our sleep schedules.
Yes.
Yeah, so why did you bring this up? Was there a specific thing you no, like
Talking about this.
this is real like informative and stuff, but I just wondered like
On my breathing walk today, I was trying to walk and also have ideas and also de-stress and write down like, oh, what should we talk about tonight? And sleep's where I started and stopped writing. And then the movie question.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, so I think we can do the movie question and be done then.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So my question was, got this from, actually I was doing dishes at the time. Look at me, my brain. Movies that you wish had a sequel or a follow-up of like what happened after the end credits. So for me, randomly, I was wondering about, that's why. Because I've been thinking I'm old nowadays. And so I think I already told you guys before I was bumping Sam Cooke to get ready for bed and decided to act like I was really at the juke joint one night.
Sam was a little.
I think I took it too far back. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm like.
I love Sam Cooke though. You can always listen to him while you clean, relaxing, and everything.
It was a mix, and so I
just want to take a pause at how she said that she's in her early 30s but feels old, when the majority of us have already.
No, because you weren't alive during Sam Cooke's time is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I've been feeling like that kind of, mature woman age. Sure. And so listening to him. And then today I was listening to Ray Charles. And so he sings that song that I don't remember the words, but they played it in my best friend's wedding.
You give your hand to me, and then you say hello.
Hello, I don't even know the words, that's why I didn't want to sing it.
And I can hardly speak. Yeah. My heart is beating so.
Get it, girl.
She has a nice voice, low key. She like hits us with this a little vibrato every once in a while. And I'm like, what? And then she stops.
So that song came on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one?
Yes, and then I thought about Best Friend's Wedding, and then I was like, because I remember, I don't know if that was the song that was playing when they were on that boat ride together, but it was either that or a different song, but it was just like, I remember my mom saying that her best friend said that would have been the point to tell him, because like they were already having a moment. So at that point, tell him, I love you, choose me, pick me, would have been the right time. So I then wondered, did it really work out with Cameron Diaz? Like she didn't even really like sports and she was young and woo-doo-wop, she was giving up her life for him. Or,
You know why it worked out? I'm sorry.
Oh, and
you know why it worked out with Cameron Diaz? Because he chased after Cameron Diaz.
Oh, pinning in, listen to last week's podcast.
And then to our last conversation of,
And yeah, she was going to give him the kids and be happy. I always wanted whatever the food was that Julia Roberts' character was critiquing in the very beginning of that film. It was like this circle thing. Oh. It was like 3 layers and like you had to eat it just right. Anyways, if anyone knows what that was that she was trying, please let me know at melaninandcocktails@gmail.com. What'd you say, Tamara?
Was it like a fish? Was it a meat? Was it
No, it was like it was a circle.
A pastry?
No, it wasn't a pastry. It looked savory. Yeah, it was the first thing.
They do ratatouille that way. They put it in a circle and then they have different color vegetables around. It's nothing but vegetables, I believe.
But like pate-ish though.
Oh, well, maybe it was a pate.
I don't have time for all this.
You know what would be cool?
She don't have time
Julia
for it.
Roberts?
No, you know what would be so cool is if you could have like a personal chef who will come to your house and make you food from movies. I know Disney does offer that for
That would be
some of their
really
They
movies.
do?
And yeah, because like if you go to Disneyland, sometimes they'll do like certain movie foods that were in Disney movies. Like I think they have one restaurant I think does have the ratatouille from Ratatouille, and in different things. I saw like a BuzzFeed thing about it, but wouldn't it be cool if you had a personal chef who like came and did that, and
I would love that because movie
Personal
food
chef.
always looks so good.
it looks amazing.
So
Yeah.
Amanda, what movie would you like to see how it really ends?
So I had to think hard about that. Well, not too hard. You and Charlotte kind of helped me, but so two of my favorite movies are Coming to America and Imitation of Life. They're already coming out with a part 2 of Coming to America. I cannot wait. But Imitation of Life, like I just watched that with a friend
Sarah Jane.
last week, and I was crying my eyes out. I was crying my eyes out, and he thought it was just like super duper corny. I loved it. Yeah.
I still haven't seen it yet.
What's it
It's
the word?
it's on my list. Is it Netflix?
I have the actual movie, and it has both versions.
Yeah, it's not on Netflix.
No, I've been meaning to watch it.
Christina, the one from like the 30s that they did.
Yeah, so the one where it's kind of like a, fake Aunt Jemima's version or Aunt Jemima story, and then the one
From 1959.
that one.
And real fast, do you know the one in the 1930s that really was played by an actress who was,
Right.
black,
Okay.
very light complected. But the 1950s one, I don't think that actress was actually.
She was Italian or something.
Yeah.
That was Susan Connor, but I don't know if she was biracial. I don't know if she was black or not.
She's Italian.
She could have been. She actually looked Italian, so she may have been. But I just was like, I don't want to see. Tamora hasn't seen it, so I don't.
Don't please,
Tomorrow, you better earmuffs.
I know.
Talking about it.
I know. No, I will look for it and watch it. Try to watch. Did you watch a black and white version or the
we
color
can't
version?
do
Both.
we can't do spoilers for Imitation of Life.
No,
Exactly. The shelf life.
I want to tell you what. Okay, can we come
I
back?
can try to go around telling all the details.
Do I need to like turn my volume all the way down?
No. I wanted to tell you something my mama says at the end of it, but it's okay because it would be a total spoiler.
Well, most people have
Tell
seen
me
the movie.
later.
Most people have seen the movie, and the ending was so sad. I cried like a baby. And I've seen it a million times, and I cry every single time.
Yeah.
But I want to know, okay. Sarah, what's the name?
Spoiler.
Huh?
You said the movie, there's a black and white version, or the movie is in black and white and in color?
Yeah, there's two versions.
There's two different versions. There's the 30s, and then there's the 50s.
Okay.
Different actress and
Yeah.
actor.
So when I look it up, it says 1959, but then the pictures that it shows, like I'm seeing color pictures and I'm seeing, black and white pictures.
Look
Yeah.
at the 1959 one.
Because that one's got
Okay,
Mahalia
I'm
Jackson.
No more weeping.
Oh, see, and you know what? That scene in the
Look
church,
Amazon Prime, $3.99. Okay, I will watch it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
that scene in the church, I mean, waterworks.
Mother and the little boy.
Is singing, and I'm just like, how could you treat your mother this
For
way?
those listening, Tamora is doing earmuffs right now and la-la-lying. Continue, Amanda.
Yes. How do you treat your mother this way? Like, I understand both points though, because back in those days, some people were shameful to be black. And she had this white boyfriend. She was in love with him. And he pretty much
To Troy Donahue.
literally slapped her in the gutter. You remember that scene when he slapped her and knocked her down?
Once he
They tell me you're. But tomorrow it's okay. Take them earmuffs off. It's okay. It's okay. It's safe.
Oh, okay.
It's safe. So not to interrupt Amanda, but it is kind of interesting that we talk about that, just for the fact of, and you guys maybe can relate too. I know with talking with my grandparents who were both born in the early 20s, and them talking about family who could pass as white, and this is like what, 1800s, early 1900s, and who were like, no, I'm black.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I think that that's kind of interesting. Maybe that's something we could talk about in
Yeah.
another.
No,
I think it
absolutely.
comes to kind of like, for her, she saw white just from the affluent side, like her mom was literally the help. Whether they treat you nice or not, and you were also in this nice house, you weren't treated like the daughter of the actual white lady. So
And see, that's the thing.
I think that
because
doesn't help either.
dinner parties, she was part of the family, but dinner parties, guess what? Little Susie could go out with to the dinner party. But my mama is telling me, okay, here, take this tray and go serve people.
Remember how Sarah Jane holds the
Oh,
tray?
yeah, she was like,
I hate it.
It's not spoilers.
she started talking like mammy.
Mhm.
I want to
Trey.
walk into it.
Now I gotta watch it.
I don't want to be
again
like,
and cry.
they said that. Oh yeah, they said that was gonna happen.
I know, yeah, don't tell, because you don't want to be waiting for stuff. That's the thing too. Like, she's gonna be expecting.
Uh,
We
See,
should do a viewing. Can we do that where we all watch it together? That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow, I know Netflix does. I don't know about Amazon.
Or you could just do this and share the screen, whoever
Yeah.
has it.
oh yeah.
hey, do you guys ever watch that show? What's it called?
What you doing
I'm
now?
sorry.
Irina, how was your book club? Watching the movie book club.
Watching the movie book club?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago that you guys.
Oh, we watched the movie of the book we were reading.
Yes.
Finding Your Roots.
It was good.
Sorry.
Not just watching random movies.
You guys ever watch that show, Finding Your Roots?
Yes,
Where they do the ancestry. Okay, so I watched the episode last night with Questlove from the Roots crew.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. His story was so awesome because they were able to trace his third great grandfather, the fact that he was, came over straight from Africa, the ship that he had on, that he arrived on. And then because he had other family members that had also done the ancestry.com, the episode ended with a picture of his third great grandfather, eyes just like Questlove. I almost cried. It was creepy because he was looking at, he was like, what is this? And then he was like, that's an actual photo that your distant relatives have of your third great grandfather, the slave that came over here on the slave ship. Because it was like later, he was like on one of the last smuggled ships, because remember slavery.
I was gonna say it must have been smuggled.
Yeah, because they had ended it, and then they were like, still getting them over. And so basically the master, or this one guy, was like, he put in a bet. He's like, I bet you I can get a ship in from Africa within 2 years. And he did, and his grandfather was on that ship, his third great grandfather, and he had a picture of him. And I don't know if you really paid attention to ever what Questlove looks like, but watching the episode and then seeing the pictures of him as a little, you see his eyes just kind of how they kind of turn in. His grandfather looked just like him. Wow. It was amazing. It was amazing. I love that show.
Oh, that's great.
It's one thing to see the different names and where your people come from, but for someone to have an actual photo, it was different. Huge.
Charlotte, do you have a movie?
I have so many movies.
Yes.
Well, my favorite movie of all time is Sense and Sensibility, and it has a beautiful ending, but I always want more. I just don't want it to end. If it's old and British, I love it.
My best friend was telling me about that movie. Now I gotta watch it. 2 people in 1 week, and I've always wanted to watch it, but yeah.
Oh, Sense and Sensibility is. Shout out to Emma Thompson. If you're listening, Emma, I love you. I want to know Dances with Wolves, which is also a problematic movie, but I want to know what happens to Lieutenant and Stands with a Fist. Like, does he get captured? When he goes. There is a book, which I do know in the book the ending of that, but I'm kind of curious of watching the Kevin Costner version, like what happens. Pitch Perfect. They made 3 of them.
Yes, they did.
Pitch Perfect 2 ended with Bumper and Fat Amy getting together, but I don't think they mentioned it in the 3rd movie. Can they make a 4th with maybe their love story rekindling? I want to know.
Singing through it.
And what?
And singing all the way through it.
Singing it? Yeah. And which one did we talk about earlier? Oh, District 9.
That's my movie pick.
I'm sorry. You can talk about
No,
it.
it's fine because that's the only one I had. Yeah.
Tomorrow, what's yours?
District 9.
What do you want to see from at the end?
Right. I remember the thing is, it was so long ago that the movie came out. I think it was what, Charlotte, 2009,
Yeah,
and it never came out. But I just remember like, okay, they have to have a part 2. They have to have a part 2, and they never did. I really couldn't tell you. I mean, it had something to do with the future and a big apocalypse and robots or something.
well,
but
the aliens kind of like.
Yeah, but it left you wanting more. They did a great job with leaving you wanting more, but then they just left you wanting more. Mm-hmm. So,
what about you, Arena?
Charlotte, do you remember more details about the movie?
With District 9?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was kind of like he turned into like it was aliens, and they had basically kind of treated the aliens like they were, what's the word I want to use? Kind of like they were in slums and they treated them badly.
Right.
And at the end, the main character becomes one of them.
Mm.
And so you're left with like, well, what does this mean? Like,
Yeah.
Is that the one where it took a lot of place in like an apartment or something? Is that a different one?
Well, I think it was South Africa.
Okay, so that's not that at all.
And let's not talk any more about District 9.
The people are like, what movie? What are these old ladies talking about?
Rena, what's your movie?
I couldn't think of one.
Oh, okay. And no TV show that's finished and you wish that they gave.
Oh, there's a lot of TV shows too.
While she's thinking, I will say
go ahead.
Scandal is my TV show. Yeah. I want to see Fitz and Olivia making jam and walking their
in Vermont
acres in Vermont. Yeah. I want to see it. I do.
Yeah. Oh, if anybody has ever watched Last Man on Earth, have you guys ever watched that?
Oh, is that like a comedy on Hulu?
Yes, it was hilarious, and it did not get the ending that it deserved at all. And it's just shout out to the actor.
Oh,
part of Dixie on Netflix with Steve Carell. That was hilarious. I'm waiting for season 2
the
of that.
space movie?
No, it's
yeah,
series.
No,
Space Force.
It's kind of their, like you have the Navy, Air Force, Marines. Is going to be Space Force. So they were leading that up, and they were giving him a hard time, like the other generals of all of the other major, the Air Force, whatever. And he's like, Space Force is going to be big time. But and anything Steve Carell touches is hilarious. So,
and also, can we get a wedding for Michael?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
From The Office?
Yeah. The Office. They totally jumped us out of that. So
they did.
Well, they didn't get married on this show. That he just ran away with her. Not ran away, but he went with her to go back wherever she was from.
Yeah, her parents.
Yeah.
They deserved a Michael wedding.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
No. I ate before I came.
Okay.
But he told me it was supposed to be ready at 5:30, and I'm like, okay, 5:30. I go there with Parker to pick it up. It's like, it'll be 10 minutes. He ordered it before 5. I'm like, are you serious? I gotta wait 10 minutes?
You gotta wait 10 minutes to eat?
To get my thing stopped. When he ordered it at like $4.55.
And you showed
And
up.
like, you know, I was just like, no.
Something's not coming across in translation.
And it actually turned into being 20 minutes, not
There you
10.
Oh.
In fact, I was
Around
talking to
the
him.
corner.
He was like, "You're hungry, huh?"
Yeah, I get that way.
What
when
kind
I'm
of wings are
hungry.
your favorite?
Ooh. I got barbecue.
Okay. I'm a lemon and garlic girl. Is it lemon and garlic? Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon
Like
pepper.
lemon and garlic.
Just make everything happen.
I know what you're talking about. Lemon and
I'll call it tomorrow trying to get some lemon and garlic. No, y'all have it.
Let me
Look
get
at
off
that.
the secret menu.
Right.
I love lemon pepper. I put that on my salmon. I put that on my avocados. Yeah, that's good. What I don't do is food delivery, though. That could be a topic. I do not do delivery, especially ever since the dude was putting his semen on pizza.
Ah.
Didn't
Wait,
do
what?
it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say the name, but yes.
I don't hear
The
I never did
an
food
opinion
delivery,
of
ever.
Amanda or not.
recording, huh?
They didn't put it on yours tonight, Charlotte. Don't worry. But yeah.
I picked up.
What?
We're recording.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
now we are.
Recording.
Didn't nobody hear you, but now they might have.
I didn't hear it, but yeah, I just don't. I don't trust delivery drivers. You know, I can't do it. I've never done it. I think I used to have pizza delivery like 20 years ago. I'm only 26, so, but still.
It was her parents. It wasn't her fault.
Right. I don't know. And especially you see them pulling up in their cars and they be looking scroungy and dirty and their cars look
Food
filthy.
delivery places, the bags
Because
are
they don't get paid that much.
Some places like the bags are sealed
Yeah.
because we had food delivered and I forget where it was from, but the bag was sealed. Like you have to pry it open because it's like iron sealed.
Right.
But I will say, when I went to pick up Wingstop, you could see the people, you know, getting it from delivery companies. And one guy, I did watch him, like he took it and he looked to make sure that the order was correct. And then he placed the seal back, you know, on the bag.
But what about your drinks? Like, did you see on the news when that guy was at the door drinking their shake
Yeah.
and then handed it to the dude?
I'm always like, I wonder if that shake was delicious.
It had to be.
Right? Was it worth it? Was it Haagen-Dazs?
Like, I would have rather he just like didn't deliver the shake. Like, oh, my bad, you know, like, homie, you can have the shake. Like,
Or just buy your own shake. You went and picked up my food, just order you a little
You
shake.
was already
real quick.
there.
You already there.
if I ordered a shake, I'd be really upset that my shake didn't come.
That's true. Because that's
Yeah,
one that
right?
you like got your mouth watering already for.
Yeah.
Tamora, what are your what's your wings?
I guess lemon pepper. I'm not like a big, oh, I need some wings from a wings place. So,
Trophy
but
wife.
lemon pepper. Huh?
She said it has to be caviar.
Well, shut up. No. Well, if I'm going to have listen, I'm Popeyes to the day I die. Dry biscuits. Okay. So if I'm going to have some fried chicken from somewhere, that's going to be it. But if we do order, you know, wings, just because I'm trying to eat healthy, I will, you know, steal one or two of the lemon pepper. But now I'm going to have to get some garlic and put some garlic rub on it so it can be lemon garlic.
Ooh,
That sounds delicious.
trademark that.
Has anyone
Christina.
bought the black garlic seasoning from Trader Joe's?
I have not. Oh, wait, I got the black garlic, but it wasn't from Trader
Is it
Joe's.
black pepper and
No, it's a
garlic?
black garlic
That's black
actual
garlic.
seasoning.
Hmm.
I have not used it yet, but I bought two because you know how they be doing seasonal. Shout out to Trader Joe's. We love you. And you're very
Right.
represented in the African American community.
We have our own little Facebook group going on.
Mhm.
And on Instagram now. You follow the one on Instagram?
Oh.
Yes, that one's just the one lady though, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I follow it. I don't know.
And she actually cooks. She gets her
Right.
recipes, she goes on live, and she cooks all of the stuff that she gets from Trader Joe's.
You know, shout out to Black Girls in Trader Joe's. We're gonna put a snippet. We're gonna get her to sponsor and support. We need
And
some,
Trader Joe's. Make sure you put
special
Trader
bag.
Joe's in the bottom.
Love
I missed everything tomorrow that was said.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much for listening to
Melanin.
Melanin and cocktails.
Have a great
One
day.
day we're gonna say it in unison. One day.
Melanin cocktails.
Thanks for tuning in to Melanin and Cocktails.
Thanks for sipping with us.
How do we know they've been sipping?
Oh, they've been sipping.
However you enjoyed us, please follow us at Twitter and Instagram at Melanin Cocktails and like us on YouTube at Melanin and Cocktails. Have a great rest of your day.